Hey guys, I'm back for possibly 2 videos. I really have to see how long I go on this video. My throat is a little scratchy. It is allergy season and I have horrible allergies. Yesterday was Mother's Day and I spent like the first half of Mother's Day in bed because my head was just throbbing. So I do have a drink here, so please excuse me if I take a couple sips just to help my voice come out. So yeah, yesterday was Mother's Day, and I had a couple of things I wanted to show you, some cool goodies that I got. Like I said, possibly a second video because my very first Ipsy Glam bag came on Friday, and I wanted to talk to you about the goodies that I got in there. So let's get started. So yes, I'm kind of going to go backwards a little bit. Yesterday was Mother's Day. As I said, the first half of it I was feeling horrible. I'm generally one that uses a nasal spray and like a pill to kind of control my allergies because I do have really bad sinus allergies and I have asthma. But I kind of slacked for 2 days and boy did I pay the price. So after I made myself get up and took a bath and made myself feel human, we went to my sister's house and just had a kind of a good family time. But my husband did get me some gifts that were really funny. Now, the one gift I wore yesterday, so it is in my hamper, but I'm obsessed with Disney, and the shirt he got me says, can today's mystery basket tool be wine? And it's a wine glass with Mickey Mouse ears. So I thought it was hysterical, and that's what I wore yesterday. So the second thing I did not come out yet. I don't have it yet. We went to the mall the other night, and we went Saturday. And we have a Pandora store in our mall, and I have 2 Pandora bracelets. One of them is just regular charms. The second one, I think I mentioned in another video, is just Disney charms. So he said, why don't you, as a Mother's Day present, go and pick out a charm because I have no idea what you have, and I'd rather you just pick it out. So I said, cool. So, I don't know how every Pandora store is, but our store is kind of small, kind of narrow, and as we're approaching it, I see people standing outside, and I was like, oh, it must be busy. And then we walk up, and there must be in this tiny store about 40 people. So obviously we said we were not going to go into Pandora. And the weather was really bad on Saturday here in New Jersey. So at first I suggested, well, why don't we go to Jared? There's a Jared right down the street from our mall on our way home. And it was pouring. And we figured, well, all right, the day before Mother's Day, maybe Jared wouldn't be too much better. So I went on their website, and I always look at the Disney ones first because they're my favorite. And I came across a charm that was sold out there. It was sold out at like 3 or 4 different sites we checked out. And we found a site that was, I guess, from a licensed retailer that does have a retail location. And I am waiting for a Mrs. Potts and Chip charm. It's Mrs. Potts and Chip, and they're all snuggled up. And I thought, like, what a perfect charm to get for Mother's Day is Mrs. Potts and her little baby Chip. So that is coming, hopefully, maybe by the end of this week. I don't know. I didn't get the shipping confirmation because I didn't order it. So there was that. And then there was this baby, which is sort of related to another post I had not that long ago about my mom products. And I showed you guys my big Vera Bradley tote, and I said that I had sent my husband a link to this item because it was on a big time sale. I want to say it was about $20 cheaper than what it retails for. So I got this baby, and I don't think I'll sell my other one because I do like the idea of having 2 because I've had this bag, this style bag, for 2.5, almost 3 years, and I've used it constantly since then because it's perfect for what I need for work. And it is this Vera Bradley tote, And the print is called Mickey Loves Birdie, and you can see some birds and Mickeys. And I just think it's so cute. It's so sweet. And again, it is this huge style that I can use for work. I actually transferred my stuff in there. So just to give you an idea, I'm only filled to about here. And I have a hoodie in here. I got an umbrella in here. I have a pair of crazy socks in here because I'm a teacher and we carry crazy socks. And then I have a whole bunch of like stubs. I've got markers and pens and highlighters from when I had a like a conference I went to, and just like there's tons of pockets in here. If ever in the morning, especially, let's say it's diaper day and my little one needs more diapers, I can throw a half a sleeve of diapers in here on top of my stuff with my lunch. When I bring milk, I usually fill up milk in like a big like water bottle for him so he can have milk for at least a day or two. I stick that in here. I can stick pretty much anything in here. So even though this is my second, I mean, look. Even though this is my second bag in this print, I know it is something that I'm going to get a ton of use out of. And of course, whenever the next time we go to Disney is, this will be coming with me. Yay! So good job, Brian. Now, as I said, I'm going to be talking a little out of order. So I got that stuff yesterday. Now I want to go back to Friday. I mentioned in our last video that I was surprising my husband with something for his birthday. And he had surprised me with something on his birthday, so I really wanted to do something special for him because he's always very thoughtful and thorough with whatever he plans for my birthday or anniversary, whatever. And I tend to just, I don't know if I get too tired or I just don't have as good of an imagination as him, but I can never quite, not top, but come close to like his surprises. So there was something we had wanted to do for years now, and we just never were able to, especially, you know, when you have kids, it's really difficult to get a babysitter, especially the more kids you have. So I got an email about this a couple weeks ago, and I thought, oh, this would be perfect for his birthday. I hope I can get a sitter. I hope. And I was able to, so I surprised him with a murder mystery date at our local Maggiano's. I don't know about you, but I like local Italian restaurants. I'm not a huge fan of chain restaurants, but Maggiano's is absolutely delicious. It's one of my favorite restaurants, and especially going and getting their classic pasta, taking one home, I just think is an awesome value. So the idea of being at a banquet for Maggiano's is really enough for me. But we thought we'd give the murder mystery a try. Like I said, we just didn't get an opportunity. So I bring him to Maggiano's, and we got to talking to this really cool people at our table. And a very long story short, because I could probably just do a whole video about this night, 2 people that were sitting with us, got killed, and we were sitting right next to the murderers. So if you ever got an opportunity to go to a murder mystery, I say go for it. We had tried to go to one at a local restaurant, and it was horrible. So although I'm sure, from area to area, you would have different theater troupes or whatever doing these shows. The one that our Maggiano's in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, that they used, they were awesome, and it was so much fun, and we ate until our guts were, practically about to bust. And we've been on a no-carb diet, so between the two of us, we've lost about probably 18 pounds, I guess. So it didn't take too much to fill our guts, but everything was delicious, and we just had so much fun. And knowing that we were going to have a sitter for the night, my in-laws, planned on taking the kids overnight for us. So my husband, not knowing where we were going, but knowing we would have a sitter, he got an email from Tropicana in Atlantic City offering this very, very cheap room rate. It's May, so that is typically the beginning of the season down in Atlantic City. And even though they've been having issues for some reason, not sure what exactly, their room rates for a weekend are astronomical. So this room rate was very inexpensive. And he's like, hey, do you just want to go down to Atlantic City? And I said, well, we want to drive late at night. We didn't, they told me on the website that it would end at 10:30. It really ended at like 9:45 or so. I'm like, do you want to drive an hour to get to Atlantic City and then try to stay awake and, you know, have fun and really get the bang for your buck, and go to Atlantic City? And we just kind of had like a seize the day type moment. So we went, and we did actually stay up till probably about 1:30 or 2, which if you're a parent, especially for a Friday when we both had work and everything early, the fact we stayed up that late was just pretty mind-boggling, to be honest with you. So, you know, we went to bed at 1:30, and then like clockwork, by 7:45, we were both awake because, you know, if you have kids, you can't turn that off. I woke up, I had to go to the bathroom. That was it. I was awake. So we had early breakfast. It was absolutely pouring down there. So there's no walking on the boardwalk. But we did make an unexpected trip to one of my favorite spots down there. And I was able to pick something up. And I don't have the packaging or anything. I did post some pictures on my Instagram account. I'm kind of unboxing this item. So again, my Instagram is Miss Becky S. And so you can see like the unboxing of this. I guess I should have done that. Oh. But like I said, this was kind of unexpected, especially in my last video. I told you about how we decided to purchase a car. So any other purchase was kind of on the back burner indefinitely. But I was able to fulfill a dream of mine and get a new wallet from Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton. Yes. So we were just gonna kind of kill some time. We had a little bit of time before we had to go home, and, you know, what better place to go than to Louis Vuitton? This Louis Vuitton is in the pier, which is attached to Caesars. And if you know anything about Atlantic City, about, I don't know, 6 or 7 years ago, they built the pier, which kind of was in the place of another mall that was kind of like crappy stuff years before that. And the idea was they were going to have luxury stores, luxury dining, all this stuff. Well, if you keep up the news at all, and I don't know how national this is, but Atlantic City is doing really bad. They've closed several casinos over the last couple years, and I was reading an article this weekend about how with closing them, that a lot of the casinos and stuff were able to post earnings for the first time in several years. You know, they had percentage increases. But the pier's not doing so great. The last time I was there, you know, it was mostly half empty, if not even half empty, probably 3/4 empty. But the staple stores, when you first go onto their luxury floor, Burberry, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, they were all there. When we went on Saturday, Gucci and Burberry were gone. So, as I said, I kind of feel like Louis Vuitton is going to be right behind it. I hope not, because the staff and everything there is fantastic. But I just don't see how they can stay open when 3/4 of this mall are closed and the other like designer staples have closed. But anyway, so we decided to look, and I've had my eye on a couple styles for probably like the last 5 years. And I was leaning more towards a Josephine wallet. One of the newer styles that I've liked is the Clemence wallet. or the Amelie wallet, I thought were all really nice. Had enough card slots for me, but not too many card slots. And I hadn't seen the style yet. So this is the Jeanne wallet, and I hadn't seen it. And I'll show you what it looks like. I didn't want a zippy or any zippered enclosure. I liked the button. So it's a gold button, and you pop it open, and this is in the fuchsia color. Now in other color schemes, each little piece that's going to pop out that I'm going to show you is a different color. And I'm not sure if I would have liked that better or not. I really do like the fuchsia, but the different colors are cool. So this little compartment pops out. It says Louis Vuitton Paris on there. So I have my driver's license and I have my debit card in there because I figured those are the two that I want, you know, at hand. And just a little slip pocket there. Okay, and then there is another compartment which came out, and I really like that they come out because I feel like if I wanted to go compact, that I could just pull out one or both of these. So, Louis Vuitton Paris again. I just have to show you guys this. I'll cover up my last name. But for some reason, when I went to go to the dentist my last visit, they put Frank as being who the appointment's for. I'm not Frank. My husband's not Frank. There's nobody in our family named Frank. So where Frank came from, I don't know. But I wasn't sure what else to put there, so I put my Frank card. This is supposed to be a coin purse. Now, I have my little Vera Bradley coin purse. I wouldn't want to put coins in here because I wouldn't want it to get dirty, frankly. So I just have some, like, extra cards that don't fit in the regular wallet part because I don't particularly want to double up. It has spots for 6 cards. Pretty generous spot for money there. And then it does have a little slip pocket in the back, which I like for like slipping receipts or something into. So I've only used it a couple days, and I really haven't bought much, so I haven't had to whip it out too much. But there it is. I'm so excited. Yay! So coming from the high of this, I noticed something that really upset me. So I mentioned in one of my videos that this is like my baby. I use this all the time. But I noticed here the varnishing is starting to come off. I don't want to touch it too much. Which of course I didn't notice till after I wasn't in the Louis Vuitton store. You can't see it, but it's cracking on the side. So I wasn't even able to price out anything about this and ask about how much getting the varnishing repaired would cost. She did talk to me about the complimentary hot stamping, which I am considering getting this hot stamped. I'm a little hesitant because if I ever wanted to sell it, I understand it brings down the value, but I don't see myself selling it unless I get desperate for money because I've waited for this for so long. So I'm thinking I have to let them know 24 hours in advance about the hot stamping. So if we plan on going down there at any point, I guess I could let them know that I have an item I want to get looked at for repair because I know at least at that store that the person who assesses them for repairs aren't always there and blah, blah, blah. So if you have experience getting something revarnished, please let me know. I did email Louis Vuitton because I was hoping they could give me some sort of idea of a cost. Because if it's really expensive, I don't know that I necessarily want to spend the money, but I also don't want my item to crack. So I'm not sure what to do. Advice would be appreciated. that's it for this video. I'm going to make a separate video, so it's not too long, to talk about what I got in my Ipsy Glam bag, the things I'm excited about, the things I'm about. So if you have time and you want to go on to the next video, I'd really appreciate it. Thanks. Bye.